Ladies and gentlemen, it is on in your semi-main event of the evening. Brought to you by Neo Drywall. This rematch is a scheduled 3 5-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner and fighting out of Edmonton, Alberta, weighing 203.6 pounds, Cody Krahn. His opponent fighting out of the red corner and fighting out of Fort McMurray, Alberta, weighing in at 205.2 pounds, he is Mike Kent.
He's from Nova Scotia, but he's fighting in a format. Sexy, so fun.
Good lighting too. I just look like I'm scared.
You look amazing.
Honestly, it looks like I got caught doing something.
We all do.
These two fighters.
Absolutely, right now, both fighters want to win. What's in the past is in the past. They're going to try to right the wrong right now. This is a 3-round fight in the light heavyweight division. Right now, Cody's on top. Have the one hook in. Mike recomposes his guard.
Cody doing a good job with the ground and pound, posturing up nice and high. You can hear the corner of Cody Krahn asking for the elbows. Mike's got to be careful of giving his neck up here, Chris.
Very careful. Cody trying to lock in and in. Darce choke, I'm sorry.
Now, is that what Mike wants to do here, is secure that leg of Cody Krahn?
Yeah, Mike's got to stay heavy. He's got to try to flatten him out. I'm sorry, Cody's got to keep heavy, trying to flatten Mike out. Mike's got to get off to his side. Start getting out of that side half guard position.
We're a minute and a half into the first round, and so far it's been all Cody Krahn. Come out fast and furious with that early takedown. He's been on top of Mike Kent ever since.
Mike Kent giving his back now. Cody got his one seatbelt grip in. Punched it with his left hand.
Cody's doing a good job throwing that left arm.
Cody's dominating on top right now. Cody's so relaxed. Before even being announced, Cody's coming up to the ring announcer table.
Telling us about his shorts his girlfriend got him for Christmas.
On a trip to Hawaii. So he's super relaxed, he's super confident in this fight. And it's showing right here. He's controlling Mike, he's flattening him out, and landing those short, effective shots, doing damage.
Yeah, staying very, very busy.
Exactly, that's what's gonna keep veteran referee Big John McCarthy from standing them up. That constant pressure, constant striking, hitting the body, hitting the head, just like that.
Earlier it was a left hand being thrown by Cody Krahn. Now it's been the right arm, but Mike's been able to secure that right arm from Cody. But now Cody's trying to land those left elbows.
Now Cody with that underhook, flattening Mike out. This is where Mike does not want to be. He's got to create a scramble. He's got to start looking for some butterfly hooks. Creating that cross-face position.
Big advantage for Cody here, being in the middle of the cage as well, Chris.
100%. Mike can't use that cage to wall walk. Yeah, Mike's in a lot of trouble right here. There we go. Now Mike's looking for that underhook. He's got to move. He works so hard to get this underhook. He's got to use this position.
Minute and a half left in round number one. It's been all Cody Krahn for the first 3.5. Mike Kent's doing a good job. I don't see a lot of significant damage on the face of Kent. He has taken a lot of shots. He's looking for a heel hook here, isn't he?
He's looking for the leg lock. Cody on top, looking for his own. And short up kick. Nothing significant landed. And here Cody looking for the heel hook of his own.
Now, does Cody want to almost fall backwards here?
Absolutely,
just like that?
Russ, just like that. Now we're in a 50-50 position. The straight ankle lock looking for Mike Kent. And Mike rolls out. Very nice. And he's back on top. Back control position. It's been all Cody right here.
We talked about this fight going deep. Mike Kent's got another 40 seconds. I don't want to say he's got to hang on, but it's been all Cody Krahn so far in the first round.
Absolutely, absolutely. Showing excellent top control, excellent pressure. Mike's going to go back in between rounds. Oh, Mike throwing up a triangle. Cody using that heavy pressure.
Good job of there throwing the elbow to the body of Mike Kent by Cody Krahn.
Mike Kent's going to have to go now. With 10 seconds left, he's gonna have 10 seconds left. He's gonna have to go back to the corner, regroup, and figure out a way how he can get on top. Because it just doesn't look like this bottom game is gonna play out with Cody Krahn.
Cody with one more big right hand as round number one comes. A round that was dominated by Cody Krahn. Oh, and Mike Kent stumbles to the corner.
That just. Exactly.
Well, it'll be very interesting to see how this fight the second round starts out. Mike Kent still looks dazed. Is Cody going to want to capitalize and start throwing punches? Is Mike Kent going to want to cinch up and bring this down? Oh. And just like that, Mike Kent goes down, and John McCarthy knows Kent's in trouble.
That didn't even look like a hard shot. That means Mike Kent is still hurt from that first round.
And I was definitely wrong in the first round when I said, looking at Mike Kent, there's been no significant damage. Obviously, there was, and it was to the head.
Absolutely.
We just couldn't see it.
Absolutely. And now Cody looking for that knee bar, pulling off a submission of his own.
And although Mike might be in a bad situation out here, I still think he's better off being on the ground, not eating punches from Cody.
100%. And now Cody getting a little reckless, going for that knee bar. Found himself in a bad position with Mike on top, but now Cody bumps him off. And he's back on top control. This is not where Mike Kent wants to be. Let's not have a repeat of round one where Mike just takes all that damage.
No, you talked about Cody Krahn jumping into a bad position. Mike Kent gave up a very good position by being overactive there. And I don't know if Mike Kent's all in instinct mode here or not, but he's going for another submission, and he can't lock it in.
It just shows how confident right now that Cody is. He was on top, and he gave up a very dominant position to go for a knee bar. He shows that he's very relaxed. He's very comfortable. You can see that right now. He's on top, hands down, attacking the body, attacking the head. I'm very impressed with Cody.
Yes, Cody Krahn is definitely one of the most improved fighters, in my opinion, in Western Canada in the last year or so. He's made a commitment to complete fitness and martial arts in St. Albert, Alberta, and you can see how much he's improved. You talked about him being calm. It showed in his game, but as I talk about that, Mike Kent going for another submission here.
That calmness may just bite him in the rear because he is in a deep arm bar right now against Mike Kent. But nope, not deep enough.
Cody was able to get out of that. You can see by the look on his face, a couple cringes of his jaw might have looked like he was in trouble, but he was able to get that arm out, and once again, he's going away, picking apart at Mike Kent on the ground.
And
Now it's Cody Krahn
again
locking in a
going for
guillotine.
the submission. Losing that top position to go for a submission, and he's got a guillotine. Trying to recompose that top control with that guillotine, and he gets the tap.
Taps out in 2.5 minutes of round number 2, and Cody Krahn gets the victory he wanted really bad.
Excellent, excellent performance by Cody Krahn. He dominated the top, and he showed how comfortable he was there, going for the submission, going for the knee bar, going from that guillotine position, positions that you would normally not give up when you're in a fight.
You could tell that Mike was in trouble, but like you touched on, he was...
It's okay, honey.
You have to go because you're the MC.
Honey, it's the after party fight. So much.
After the fighters leave, we're going to do the quick draw.
Guillotine choke. Cody Krahn. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to your semi-main event at 2 minutes, 29 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner via guillotine choke, Cody Krahn.
Right Fight fans, I'm here with the winner of this fight, Cody Krahn. Cody, as a lot of people know, myself included, there's a big history between you and Mike. The bad blood was gone coming into this fight. However, I know how important this fight was to you.
You know what? What's in the past is in the past. But I have a rule. If you beat me, I'll fight you again and let's see what happens. That's all I got to say.
Now, we talked yesterday. I talked to both of you. You both had strategies coming in. I was cage side with Chris Wardesky, and I was talking. It didn't look like you were doing significant damage to Mike's face. However, when he stood up after round number 1, we could definitely tell there was significant damage. He ate a lot of elbows and punches while that fight was on the ground.
Yeah, you know, I like to call it the posting elbows.